Before we get into this week's episode, I want to make a plug for Art Market Minute. This is ArtNet News' new micro-podcast hosted by Margaret Kerrigan, who's the site's news editor Europe. It offers a weekly snapshot of essential art market news, expertly compiled by the ArtNet Pro editorial team.
Scribble, scrabble.
Scribble, scrabble.
Hi, I'm Andrew Goldstein, and this is The Art Angle, a podcast from ArtNet News where the art world meets the real world, bringing each week's biggest story down to earth. So I think we can all agree that 2020 was a rough, agonizing, awful, horrific, just all-around rotten year. That's why, for this year's Christmas episode of The Art Angle, we've decided to give our listeners a gift of something a little bit silly, definitely unexpected, and we hope fun. So, welcome to the first edition of Art Kidstory, a guessing game where we pair art experts with adorable young children to solve little mysteries about art history. The rules are simple. The child will be presented with a series of artworks. Some may be paintings, some may be sculptures, others may be photographs or even performance art. All of the artworks are certifiably world famous and are most likely recognizable to all of our experts and even our listeners at home. The child will then be asked to describe each artwork to the expert who cannot see it, and the expert will have to guess what it is. A point will be awarded to the team for each correct artist name, and a bonus point for naming the precise title of the artwork. The expert can ask the child questions, and if stumped, they can pass. The clock will be set to 10 minutes, at which point time is up. For our first contestant, I'm very pleased to be joined from Los Angeles by Naima J. Keith, an acclaimed curator who has organized important exhibitions at institutions from the Studio Museum in Harlem to the Los Angeles County Museum of Art, where today she works as the Vice President of Education and Public Programs. She is also co-curating the next edition of the Prospect New Orleans Triennial, now set to open in October of 2021. So, how are you feeling about your chances today, Naima?
I'm optimistic. Let's see. I think we're going to have fun, right?
I think there's no question about that. And speaking of your teammate, for today's challenge, Naima's teammate will be Beatrice H. So a little bit of background on Beatrice. She's 4 years old. She loves the Pink Panther and anything pink for that matter. She loves to sing and dress up as a fairy. And she is also an accomplished chef whose specialty is making food out of Play-Doh. So, are you ready for today's game show, Beatrice?
Why?
That sounds like a yes to me. So, without further ado, let us dive in with the first image. So, Beatrice, what are you looking at here? Describe this to us.
So there's a man and a girl.
A man and a girl. Okay. What colors do you see?
Brown and blue. And golden on the girl. And white.
Okay. So it's a man and a girl. And you said you see brown and blue and white. And a little bit golden. Okay.
He's a farmer.
Oh, okay. That's pretty good. A farmer. And let's see. Is the girl holding anything? Like, is she holding anything like a fork?
No.
Okay. Got it. Okay. That eliminated that work in my mind.
I wonder if anybody is holding anything that's like a fork.
Yes, that's true. Is anyone holding anything?
Yeah, the farmer is holding something to get like a fork.
Oh, okay. Let's see. What other colors do you see? Are they outside or inside?
Outside.
Oh.
Naima, do you think you may have a guess?
I think so. I'm thinking American Gothic.
And who is the artist for the extra point?
Grant Wood.
Very good. 2 points out of 2. Go team. Okay, let us move on without further ado to the next artwork. So, Beatrice, what do you see?
A lot of people.
Okay, so you see a lot of people. Can you tell me, what are they doing? What are the people? Are they swimming? Are they dancing? Are they...
They're eating.
They're eating. And what are they eating?
Everything.
Okay, can you tell me what you see? Are they eating spaghetti?
Everything.
Thank you for emphasizing that. I appreciate that. Do you see, let's see, are they eating spaghetti?
No.
Are they eating chicken?
No.
Are they eating pizza?
Yes. With sandwich.
I might have to jump in as the judge here and say that, as a matter of fact, they are not eating pizza, but that what they're eating may not be as important as why and with who they are eating.
Oh, let's see. They're okay. So let's see. You see a lot of people. They're eating. Are they sitting around a table?
Yes.
Okay. Does it look like it could like they're celebrating Thanksgiving or Christmas? Thanksgiving. Is this a Norman Rockwell painting?
It is not a Norman Rockwell painting, and it is not a holiday that they're celebrating, and it is definitely not Thanksgiving. It is not a thankful occasion.
Oh, okay. Let's see. What colors are the people wearing? What colors do you see?
Blue and pink and blue and pink and blue. Pink and blue and pink. Red and orange and yellow.
It sounds a lot like the color palette of the Renaissance.
Okay. Thank you. Wow. That sure does narrow it down. Let's see. A lot of people, and you see a lot of blue and green and yellow and a lot of different colors. And it's a painting from the Renaissance. And let's see. Are they smiling or are they sad? The
man has long hair.
One of the men has long hair.
Very interesting.
Wow. Okay. Can you tell us what are the other people? Are they happy or sad or
happy?
Everybody's happy?
I can jump in here to say that they are not happy. They are very sad.
I mean, one person said, okay. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you 100%. Let's see.
This is a very famous dinner scene.
Very famous dinner scene.
In fact, it may be not the penultimate one of these dinner scenes, but it may be the ultimate dinner scene.
Oh, okay. So I'm thinking, is this Jesus and the disciples around a table? I have no idea. You said
we will pass. This is The Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci.
Okay.
And,
yes.
And so it is not a happy Thanksgiving scene, but we shall move on to the next one. So Beatrice, looking at this next image, what do you see?
Scribble, scrabble.
Scribble, scrabble.
Very technical.
Is it I'm just going to take a wild guess. Is there a lot of colors?
No.
Okay. Scribble, scrabble, but not a lot of color. Let's see. And is it taking up the entire thing? With a lot of scribble, scrabble all over the image?
Yes.
Okay. And what colors do you see?
Black.
Just a lot of black.
White and black and maybe golden, but I don't know what color. Because there's sand and I don't know what color it is.
I can jump in here to say that this might be the most famous Scribbler Scrabbler of all of art history.
I was thinking that the scribble scrabble that came to mind is Jackson Pollock.
That is correct. Would you like to venture a guess to the title of the artwork?
I'm not even going to do.
Okay, moving on to the next artwork. Congratulations. Now, Beatrice, tell me, what do you see here?
Camels.
Candles. Ooh.
I will tell you that there are no candles in this painting.
Okay, so clocks. Wow. Okay, is the clock on the wall or is it sliding down a little bit?
It's sliding down a little bit.
Oh, so I know somebody that used to make work like that. Let's see, is the clock, what color is the clock?
Orange.
And what else do you see in there?
4 and a 3 and a 6.
Oh, is that on the clock?
Yes.
Oh, let's see. I would say I know an artist that works like that. So I'm just going to put it out there and see what happens. But I'm thinking Salvador Dali is what I'm thinking.
And would you like to venture a guess of the title of this sliding clock artwork?
I'm going to say The Persistence of Memory. 2
points. Okay. And now let us move on to the next image. A very strange image. Maybe a little unexpected.
I don't know that you'll know what this is because we have 4 girls.
Potty.
Oh! What is it?
Potty.
A potty. Wow. Okay, I'm just going to just go out there and say, is it a Marcel Duchamp?
That is exactly right. And I will say you have 2 minutes remaining. So I would recommend either coming up with the title immediately or moving on to the next one.
That's a king.
Well, okay. So Marcel Duchamp is
moved
exactly right. We have the artwork is Fountain.
I think Beatrice has already moved on.
Next artwork. Beatrice, tell us what you are looking at
It's a
here.
king.
It's a king.
A mean king.
A big king.
Mean.
Oh, mean. Oh, let's see. Okay. And so he has the crown on.
Yes.
Okay. Does he have a robe on as well?
No.
No robe. Okay. Mean king with a crown on. And what is he wearing?
A dress.
He's wearing a dress.
I wouldn't say it's necessarily a dress, and I wouldn't say the crown is necessarily on. It is more like it is floating a few inches above his head.
I'm gonna eat your head.
And the crown is special because it is a famous motif of this artist.
No.
I don't think Beatrice agrees with that description. So I'm getting conflicting reports here. Let's see.
We have 1 minute remaining.
Let's see. Okay, so is he smiling or is he's mean? He's a mean king. That's what you said earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And the crown is like floating above his head. Is he the only person in the artwork? Are there other people in the picture?
He has dark skin.
He has dark skin. Okay. Wow. Okay. Let's see. And what else? This is a tough one.
I believe 15 seconds remaining. If you would like to...
Beatrice, help me out, girl. Help me out.
Let's say the crown is not necessarily a fully fledged crown. It is more like the icon or emblem of a crown.
I'm just a Basquiat. I have no idea.
Right at the buzzer. Okay.
That was a Hail Mary. That was
Look at that.
Hail Mary. Okay.
That was a real 3-pointer from at the buzzer. That was
at the buzzer,
I've got to say, you guys did really great.
I had to dig back into my college art history days. So this was, whew.
You have definitely set a high bar.
Yeah. The Grant Wood, I think, kind of just put us on a very positive trajectory. So I feel like that was really good. It was a farmer. I kind of was like, I know where you're going with this, girl. I know where you're going. Good job.
Thanks, guys. For our next contestant, I am very happy to welcome the wonderful Carolina Miranda, an award-winning culture journalist at the Los Angeles Times, who once made waves with her expose that Hello Kitty is not in reality a cat. She has won an enormous social media following for her world-class reporting on such urgent issues as the intersection of art and race and the social impact of the built environment. The founding co-chair of the LA Times' first ever labor union, Carolina also just gave the Distinguished Critic Lecture at the International Association of Art Critics. So, Carolina, how are you liking your chances today?
Well, I'm crossing fingers. I did not study art history. I'm not an art history major, so I do feel like I may be at a disadvantage from other folks. So here's hoping that I can do Ruby, my prompter, right.
I think a little healthy jitters are good before a very climactic competition like this. And now joining Carolina in the art historical arena is Ruby K. So some stats on Ruby. She's 6 years young. Her favorite color is red, specifically ruby red. No coincidence. She enjoys her mom's mac and cheese, and her spirit animal is the fabled unicorn. In her downtime, Ruby enjoys Legos, improvisatory musical theater, making art, and giving her older brother a hard time. So, Ruby, how are you feeling about today's competition?
I'm feeling a little bit jelly.
That's a very healthy stance to be coming from Ruby. So I think we are about ready to begin. Ruby, what do you see?
I see a lady that just looks like my mama. She has blonde hair. She has mascara. She has yellow eyes. She has pink things that go right here. Here. She has eyebrows. She has nose. And she has a neck and face.
This sounds like maybe Andy Warhol's Marilyn Monroe.
2 points. 2 points for the team.
Ruby, you are very good. You're going to be a writer, an art critic one day for sure.
Okay, the next artwork. Ruby, what do you see?
There are a bunch of dogs in a living room. And they're playing a game. Checkers, probably checkers.
Would that be dogs playing poker?
That is correct. Who is the artist for the bonus point?
I don't know who the original artist is for that.
So that is a very interesting one. Cassius Marcellus Coolidge, but you do get a point.
Do we get half credit?
You do get a point. So you are coming in at 3 points now. Let's move on to the next image. Ruby, what do you see?
This is my favorite one. It's the moon. It's moon, and then there are a bunch of stars, and it's a village. This big castle, and on the top, and it's my favorite painting.
I have a feeling that's Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night.
Yeah.
2 points for the team. Look at this. Okay. Next image. Ruby, what do you see?
Like ladies, and they don't like the picture that much. Yeah.
Oh my God, burgeoning critic. So it's a bunch of ladies?
No, there's only 2 ladies that look like men.
There's 2 ladies that look like men. You've just described most of contemporary art, like paintings.
They look like each other. No, I don't want to look at them because they're ugly.
Oh my God, she's not. She's refusing to look at the painting. Is it? I have a feeling it's like a Frida Kahlo, that painting in which I'm spacing on the name of the painting. Is it the one where she's dressed in white and there's 2 versions of herself?
That is exactly right. But for the full 2 points, can you name the artwork?
Oh God. I'm embarrassed to say that no. I'm looking at the work.
The 2 Fridas by Frida Kahlo from the year 1939. That is another point for the team. Let's move on to the next image. Ruby, what do you see here?
So I see is just a person and a bunch of animals in a bedroom and fighting like a horse wagon with a crocodile.
With a what?
With a crocodile.
With a crocodile.
It's a horsey.
I will step in here to say that there is no crocodile. There is a horse, a very prominent horse, but there is no crocodile.
And there's a cow. And then there are people inside of them.
What are they doing?
They're screaming. Ah.
Is this like Garden of Earthly Delights, Hieronymus Bosch? Are we getting that crazy?
It is fairly crazy. It is very sad.
They're in pain and they're pain.
They're in pain. Can you tell me a little bit about the colors or what's going on there?
Gray and white, probably, yeah. Gray and white.
It's gray and white?
And black.
And black, is this Picasso's Guernica?
That is exactly right. 2 points for the team. This is very impressive performance here, Ruby. Now, moving on to the next image. What do you see here?
It's so it looks like the African savannah, but with no pyramids, and then there's this big block in the middle. big block.
There's a big block?
Yeah, like this, and then this, then this, then the top. And then it's a cube.
It's a cube.
But it's like a rectangle cube.
But it's like a rectangle cube on the African savanna?
It is not the African savanna.
Are there any watches on this? Like clocks? 'Cause I'm trying to think, are we talking surrealism here? A little Dali?
I will say that this is actually a photograph of an object.
Oh, it's a photograph of an object.
Yeah, and then it's just the desert.
Describe the object. Is it shiny?
It's very gold and shiny.
It's a color photograph?
Yes.
Yes, it's a color photograph and it's very gold and shiny and it's a block.
Mm-hmm.
I can reveal that the artwork is not the photograph, but the thing that is depicted within the photograph.
Oh, got it. A shiny column. I'm trying to think of what this could be. It looks like it came from
space.
From space. I may have to skip this one. It's not.
That's very fair. This was a little bit of a curveball. This was the Utah monolith.
Oh,
the world famous Utah monolith that we stuck in there as a little bit of a surprise.
That Utah monolith will not leave us alone.
Going on to the next image, Ruby, what do you see here?
For some reason, I was thinking gold. When she said sparkly, I thought gold. And so I was thinking more like...
A very fair mistake to make.
So it's like some bushes in the background. But I want to tell you the painting. So it's a person who voted. It's not Donald Trump or Joe Biden. It was another president, and it has a wife. And he was gonna vote for president. He's not a president. And yeah.
Is this a portrait?
Yes, it's a portrait of a man who is not a president, but he was trying to get. He was a president.
He was trying to become president.
He was a president.
He was a president. Is it Gilbert Stuart's portrait of George Washington?
No,
it is not
it. He's black.
He's black.
Yeah.
Could this be a photograph of Frederick Douglass? Or is it a painting?
It is a painting.
It is a painting.
It is a painting.
So it's like a bushes and then some flowers on the bushes.
And then there's flowers on the bushes, and it's someone who's trying to vote.
No.
It is a painting of a former president who is black.
It's Kehinde Wiley's portrait of Obama.
Yes.
That is exactly right. Okay, we are at the 2-minute mark. Let's move on to the next image. What do you see here, Ruby?
It's like I see a bunch of ugly people in a painting. They look like they're just to a ball, and there's just one kid. Well, there are lots of kids, but there's just one kid that I don't like, and it has this Donald Trump face.
It's got a Trump face? The kid has a Trump face?
Not literally or even very realistically.
For those who are listening along, I just want you all to know that Ruby is making her Trump face, which is really good.
Oh, that is a very good Trump face, Ruby.
It's really good. There's a bunch of kids. Is this a painting? Is it in color?
Yes. So much. It doesn't have so much color, but I just can't describe the colors that much.
You can't describe the colors. And it's a bunch of kids?
No, it's just grown-ups and kids in the painter.
Grown-ups and kids.
I will say this is the half minute mark.
And a doggy.
Oh, there's a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's just like they're going to a ball.
And they're...
Just like they're going to a ball.
Oh, like they're going to a ball. They're all dressed like they're going to a ball. Okay. Is it Las Meninas? Velázquez's Las Meninas?
Right at the buzzer. Right at the buzzer. Unbelievable. You did exceptionally well, Carolina. I think that you guys are a true team. Ruby, I applaud.
Well, I think Ruby is pretty great.
I have fun. And bye-bye now.
You're
Okay.
done now, but you're
Bye,
good.
Ruby.
She's all good. She's like, peace out, people.
For our last contestant, I would like to welcome to the show Martin Kemp. A professor emeritus of art history at the University of Oxford, Martin is widely regarded as the world's foremost scholar of art history's greatest genius, Leonardo da Vinci. The author of numerous books on the Renaissance master, he is perhaps best known today as one of the lead experts in authenticating Salvator Mundi, the Leonardo portrait of Christ that broke all records when it sold for $450 million at Christie's in 2017. So, in a way, Martin, would you say that your decades of scholarship have prepared you precisely for today's challenge?
I'm not sure precisely. Actually, it's going to be, I'm quite nervous, really. I've lectured to lots of people and appeared on radio, television, and introduced concerts, but this is different. So we'll see how we get on. Anyway, I have great faith in Beatrice that she'll do it well.
We are rooting for you, and joining Martin on the program today is Beatrice C. So some intel on Beatrice. Clocking in at 4.5 years old, Beatrice lives outside of London but likes to remind people that she comes from New York City. She enjoys music, particularly singing songs. Right now, we hear a lot of Beatrice's focus has been on the imminent arrival of Christmas, which will perhaps involve presents. So are you feeling confident today, Beatrice?
Yes.
Very good. Let the games begin. Beatrice, would you like to look at the first image? What do you see?
I see trees, grass, and a house, and a chair, and a big splash, and I think,
A big splash.
A board.
A big splash.
Yeah. And I think I see a diving board too.
Oh, that's David Hockney.
Would you like to venture?
David Hockney, a bigger splash.
That is precisely right. A bigger splash by David Hockney. 2 points for Martin Kemp. Let's move on to the next image. Beatrice, what do you see?
Now I see a diner and somebody waiting to get their food. And loads of shops.
A shark?
No, shop.
A shop.
Shop.
I'm really struggling with this one. How many people are in it?
1, 2, 3, 4.
4 people.
4 people in it.
No, I'm not getting this one. I'm really struggling.
They're eating and they're waiting.
I will say that it is nighttime.
And it's nighttime.
A diner at nighttime.
Oh, that's Edward Hopper, is it?
That is precisely right. What is the title of the artwork?
Edward Hopper, the Night Cafe.
It's close. You get 1 point. The title is Night Hawks, but we can move on to the next image. Here, Beatrice, what do you see?
I see a woman.
What's she doing? Standing up, sitting down?
Sitting down.
Sitting down, looking at us?
Yes?
Any mountains in the background?
Why is she looking at us? It's quite creepy.
Any mountains?
Yes?
Yes. This is Leonardo da Vinci Mona Lisa, 1503 in the Louvre Museum in Paris.
Well, that is 2 points. You get a bonus credit for the specificity. But 2 points, Martin. That is excellently done.
I've written a book on Mona Lisa, so if I got that wrong, it would be really pretty catastrophic.
Very good job, Beatrice. You are a stellar contender over here. So what is this next image? Tell me, what do you see?
I see people with umbrellas and little ones.
With umbrellas. That could be impression. It could be Renoir. He did a one called Le Parapluie, the umbrellas.
It is not Renoir.
And loads of water.
Lots of water.
And loads of trees.
Lots of trees. Is there a lake or a puddle or something like that? A river or a lake?
Lake.
Right. That could be Manet La Tuilière. Can't say that properly.
It is not Manet, and I would say that it is accurate to say that the scene taking place is on an island.
On an island. And they've got umbrellas.
They got umbrellas.
Really struggling with this one.
If you want to pass, you can.
Pass. You can tell me at the end, and I shall be astonished that I've missed it.
This was Surratt's A Sunday Afternoon on the Grand Jatte.
Oh, right, blimey, yeah. I protest. Those are sunshades, not umbrellas.
Aha, that is... I think that you might be right.
I make an appeal to the referee.
We can take it to the Supreme Court. Moving on to the next image. This one might be a little bit scary, Beatrice. What do you see?
A shark.
A shark?
Yes.
Just a shark, or are there people being eaten by the shark?
No.
No, just a shark.
Yeah.
There's a film, there's Jaws, but that won't count, presumably.
This is not a film.
It's in the box.
The shark is in a box. Oh, it's Damien Hirst.
That is correct. And for a bonus point, what is the title? The precise title.
Yeah, that's the precise title is quite tricky. It's something about memory.
1 point is sufficient. That is a very good job, Beatrice. Moving on to the next artwork. What do you see?
I see a woman sitting in the chair. I'm black. Her dress is black.
That's Whistler's mother.
That is correct. And this is a special one because you get both the artist and the title in the same fell swoop. Congratulations, Martin. Moving on to the next one.
Beatrice, that was a very good description.
It was excellent. Very art historically accurate. What is this next image? Beatrice, tell me, what do you see?
I see loads of black stuff.
Black stuff?
Black stuff. The shape is a square.
It's just a big black square, is it? Is there anything else in it other than black and the square shape?
No.
It's Ad Reinhardt, is it?
It is not Ad Reinhardt. It antecedes Ad Reinhardt.
Oh, Malevich. Kazimir Malevich.
That is correct.
The black square.
That is exactly right. The original suprematist work. Moving on to the next artwork. Beatrice, tell us, what do you see here?
I now see a woman holding a snow globe. A man looking right at us, I think, now.
You think it's a man holding a snowball?
I would say it is not a
holding
woman.
a snowball, and he's looking right at us. That's creepy. He's just a statue.
It's a statue, is it?
It is not accurate to say that it is literally a statue. It may have the imposing grandeur of the statue.
It's not the Salvator Mundi, is it?
It is the Salvator Mundi, and for the bonus point, who is it by?
There are lots of people who did Salvator Mundis, but the most famous one is the one you mentioned at the beginning. That is Leonardo da Vinci, Salvator Mundi.
That is correct.
$450 million worth.
Thank you for authenticating it for us. That is entirely correct. Moving on to the next artwork. Beatrice, tell us, what do you see here?
I see one circle, and it's a pattern because it goes like blue. It goes like blue, and it goes like blue, yellow, blue.
At this point, I will say that the 2-minute warning has arrived.
And I see so much mouths and so much noses on it.
Oh, I'm really, I'm struggling with that. I'm sure it's a good description, but I'm not getting it.
It is a very good description, but it is a very difficult one if you want to pass.
Okay, pass quickly. Next one.
That was Jasper John's Target with 4 faces.
It's these obscure American things that are doing me.
Not easy to guess. This next one. Beatrice.
Super fluffy. And it's a teacup. It's a fluffy teacup and a fluffy plate.
Oh, that's a famous surrealist work by the woman's name I'm now forgetting. It's a very, very famous surrealist work, yeah.
Can you remember the title?
Fluffy Cup. No, I can't remember the title.
Okay, moving on. It is correct. You get a spiritual point for Merritt Oppenheim's Teacup, also in the MoMA. Moving on to the next one. Now, Beatrice, is a very Christmas-appropriate one based on your priorities for the Christmas holiday.
I see a balloon, It's shaped like a dog.
Oh,
Are
that's
you
Jeff
sure
Koons.
it's a dog?
Jeff Koons.
It's actually shaped like a bunny rabbit.
There's also a rabbit, yes. I know Jeff
That is
Koons.
correct.
I know Jeff Koons. I've talked to him in Oxford.
He would congratulate you for getting this correct. Moving on to the next one. What do you see, Beatrice?
I see the church. People in the church.
Is it a church or is it a basilica?
It's a basilica.
I believe that we are coming down to the end. Martin, if you want to put out any guess.
Canaletto view of Venice.
I'm afraid it is the School of Athens by Raphael Sanzo. And congratulations, you were an excellent team. Beatrice, I'm blown away by the acuity of your descriptions. And Martin, you handle yourself with aplomb in this very difficult and challenging circumstance.
Beatrice is a star. I've just swam along in her coattails, if you can swim in somebody's coattails.
You're a good teammate, Martin.
Yeah, you're a very good teammate. Yeah, we should do it again sometime.
Thank you very much, both of you. Beatrice, I hope you get a very happy Christmas because you certainly deserve it. And Martin, I hope the same for you. You certainly deserve it as well.
Thank you.
All right, the scores for the first ever edition of Art Kidstory are in. Naima Keith and Beatrice H. got 7 points. Caroline Miranda and Ruby K. got 12 points. And Martin Kemp and Beatrice B. got 15 points, making them the winners. Woo! But really, everyone is a winner in Art Kidstory, the game where young children and art experts join forces to make art fun. Now, why don't we take a moment to hear from our champions?
I am so surprised to win the kid's story, or rather Beatrice. We're very well done, just amazing. I'm, of course, in the tradition of Oscar winners weeping copious tears of joy. And lots of people to thank, including my agent, my mum, my dad, my aunties, my cousins, my friends, and, of course, my car mechanic. Anyway, thank you very much. It is just astonishing. And, of course, all real thanks go to Brainy Beatrice, or Beatrice, as we would say in Italian. Well done. It's all up to you. Bye. Thank you very much.
BB, do you want some good news?
Mm-hmm.
You and Martin won the quiz.
Yay!
What do you think?
Yay!
Would you like to thank anybody?
Mm-hmm.
Who would you like to thank, darling?
Caroline and Andrew.
And what about your colleague, Martin?
Martin, you're a great teammate.
I want to thank our other experts again, Naima Keith from LACMA and Los Angeles Times journalist Carolina Miranda. You are all great sports. As for Beatrice H. and Ruby K., you ladies are awesome. Thanks for playing. That's it for this week's episode of The Art Angle. If you like what you heard, you can subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever else you get your podcasts. Also, take a moment to rate and review us. It will help other listeners discover what we're doing. The Art Angle is produced by Sonia Manlilly, Tim Schneider, and Caroline Goldstein. Happy holidays to everyone from the Art Angle team, and see you all next year.